Today I want to show you how to tell if a guy likes you. What are the signs that a guy really likes you? And with liking, I don't just mean that he thinks, oh yeah, it would be nice to meet this woman one day, but with liking, I mean that he's totally into you, that he can already imagine you being his girlfriend. What are these signs? How can you tell if he likes you? The first sign that he's really into you and that he likes you is that he asks you out. And a lot of my Skype coaching clients, they actually ask themselves, hey, how can I make sure that this guy that I'm going on a date with on Friday or Saturday, that this guy actually likes me? And then I tell them, hey, he already asked you out. He wanted you to go on a date with him. This already means that he likes you. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't doubt yourself so much. I know that you are an amazing, beautiful woman. You just have to realize it too. He already likes you because otherwise he wouldn't have asked you out in the first place. Believe me, as a guy, I can tell you, if we don't like a woman, we don't ask her out. It's really that simple. So if he has asked you out on a date, you've already won the battle to 90%. And then he acts a bit nervous on the first date. If you're on the first date with a guy and he seems kind of nervous and he seems kind of out of it a little bit, like a little bit overwhelmed basically, if he acts like this, then I can guarantee you that he likes you. And this is also one of these signs that a lot of my Skype coaching clients interpret the wrong way. They believe that when a guy is nervous, it means that he's not really interested, that he's kind of like, yeah, let's get it over with. That's why I'm nervous, because I just don't want to see her. But that's not the case. The truth is that if he acts nervous, it means that he likes you. Otherwise, if he wouldn't have any interest in you, then he wouldn't have a reason to act nervous. So always remember, when he's nervous, when he's a little bit out of it, when he acts weird, then he probably likes you a lot. And if he tries to touch you and it gets a little bit awkward sometimes, yes, it can be awkward when a guy tries to touch you for the first time because, remember what I just said, he's nervous. He wants to make it right. He wants to impress you. He wants it so bad. But then he messes up. So if the first touch that you get from him is kind of weird and a little bit awkward, this is actually a good sign. This is the sign that he wants to make it right, but because he overthinks everything. And remember, we men, we love to overanalyze every situation. If he does this, this means that he likes you. And if he always asks you if you have a boyfriend or if you're single or if you're seeing someone, and he might not do it in such a direct way, but he might say, your boyfriend must be really lucky. A woman like you must have a boyfriend. If he says this, what he really means is, please say that you don't have a boyfriend because I want to be your boyfriend. And if he can't stop staring at your eyes while you're talking to him, if that's the case, then he really likes you. The more eye contact he holds, and especially again, if it's a little bit awkward, if you look back at him and he looks to the ground because he can't hold eye contact, why does that happen? Because he's so nervous. You're such a beautiful woman and he doesn't want to mess up the first date. But if he goes back to your eyes over and over again, this means he's really into you. And if he doesn't really know what you're talking about because he's too busy looking at you. A lot of women get angry when this happens, when they're on the first date with a guy and they are talking about themselves and afterwards he just says, yeah. But it's actually a good sign because he's so into you and he's so mesmerized by your beauty that he can't concentrate on any word that you say. And yes, you might be insulted by that, but see the positive in it. He's so into you that he can't focus on what you say. And I promise you, if you watch the video in the description till the very end, and if you discover how you can become his secret obsession, then he will be into you on your very first date. In fact, he will be so into you that he will ask you out on the second date, and after the second date, he will be your boyfriend because you will become his secret obsession and the only woman that he can think of. And what if he tries to impress you with his job title or with his jokes? Do I think that it's good that men do this, that men try to impress women with their job titles or with their jokes? No, of course not. In a perfect world it wouldn't happen. But because he thinks that this is how to get a girl, in his naive way of thinking, that's why he tries to impress you. And it gets especially awkward when he tries to do it with his job title. I mean, with his bad jokes, you can still say, okay, I laugh a little bit about his jokes. And if you like him, you can forgive him about it. But if a guy says, yeah, I recently got promoted to manager of my company and I have this new Audi, it's a really amazing car. Then you will probably lose interest very, very fast. But again, if you really like him, forgive him for it. He only does it because he wants to impress you, and it's a clear sign that he likes you. And what if you give him a compliment and his face turns into a tomato and he might even start to sweat? This is also a clear sign that he likes you, because otherwise he would react in a way of, oh yeah, thank you, it's okay. And he would be completely cool about it. But if he's not cool about it, if he reacts in a way as if a child would react when Santa Claus stands in front of him, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. If that happens, then he really likes you, because your compliment means for him that, yes, this woman likes me too. Oh, now I'm getting nervous. Oh, and now he's in this situation where all his hormones go crazy and jump from left to right to up to bottom to center to everywhere. And that's why he acts nervous and his face turns into a tomato. And what if he offers his help whenever you're struggling with something? This is also a clear sign that he likes you, because we men, we have this desire to take care of the woman we like and to protect the woman we like and to help her out. So if he tries to fix everything for you, even if it might get annoying, if he does that, then he really likes you. And if you want to be 100% sure that the guy that you're currently seeing, that the guy you want to make your boyfriend, that this guy really likes you, then you can click on the link in the description and inquire for your first Skype coaching session with me. I helped so many women after they told me about the guy that they want to date to actually date this guy. And if you want to be my next success story, then you can check out the link in the description and inquire for your first Skype coaching session with me. I promise you won't regret it, especially when you look back at this experience in a couple of months, when you're snuggling up on the man of your dreams while you're watching a romantic movie. And what if your friends already know that he likes you? This is also a sign that this guy's into you. And I know it sounds a little bit confusing, but whenever we are into someone, it's so much easier for people around us to see the obvious, because they don't doubt that it can happen. But if we doubt ourselves, if we doubt our own ability to attract this partner, then we are blind to these signs. But the people around us, they see the obvious. So if your friends tell you, hey Jim, he likes you, he's totally into you, I promise you, he shows you all the signs, you can trust your friends, because you probably blind yourself with your own doubt, but your friends can see the obvious. And what if this guy always texts you first and he replies to your text very, very fast? This also means that he likes you, because he's already waiting by the phone and waiting for you to reply. And the moment you reply, his heart jumps up and down and goes, yoo-hoo! Finally, I can text with her again. Woo, she likes me. So this means, yep, you guessed it, he likes you. And if he has a bright smile on his face when you show up, if you show up on the first date, or even if you show up when you meet him for the very first time, let's say you're invited to a party and you see this guy and you just introduce yourself to him, and the moment you walk up to him, his face turns into a bright smile. This means that he really, really likes you, because then his happiness hormones dance the limbo the moment he sees you. And yes, he is into you. There's no doubt about it. And there's also no doubt about it that when he wants to go on a proper date with you, that he's into you and that he wants more than just bedroom fun. Because if a guy just wants a girl for a hookup, then yeah, he will say, come on, Netflix and chill, blah, blah, blah. But if a man is really into a woman, and if he wants to go on proper dates with you, if he wants to take you on adventures, if he wants to go hiking with you, if he wants to go swimming with you, if he wants to take you to Disneyland, whatever it might be, this means that he already sees you as his girlfriend. And then he's truly, truly into you in a romantic way and in a way that leads to a happy relationship. And what if his body language is always open and he's excited when he's with you? And I know that this is one of these signs that a guy likes you that are a little bit hard to detect, because when he likes you, he first shows an open body language, and that's the easy part. If a guy shows an open body language, if his arms aren't crossed in front of his body, if he doesn't hide the fact that he's into you, that's the easy part. But what about his excitement? When a guy shows with his body that he's excited, this means that he can't hide the fact that he's attracted to you. So for example, if you give him a compliment and he reacts in an overly excited way, if he can't hide the fact that your words had an emotional impact on him, this means that he really, really likes you. And what if he doesn't remember that he has a smartphone? If he doesn't remember that his smartphone exists, this is a clear sign that he likes you. Because nowadays, both men and women are smartphone addicted. We are so obsessed with these small things that we constantly check them. But what if you're on a date with him and he has never checked his smartphone once? And what if he gets a call, but he declines the call because he's so interested in the conversation with you? If that happens, if you are way, way more interesting than any app and any message he could possibly receive on his smartphone, this means that he really likes you. And if he gets excited whenever he finds out that you are compatible in a way, no matter in what way. For example, if you're on the first date with a guy and you tell him that you're really into fitness, just as an example, and he's also into fitness, and the moment he realizes that you are into the same thing that he's into, his whole body language changes. Remember what I just said about how his body language turns into this state of excitement. If he finds out that you are compatible, in his brain this already means, yes, this woman is girlfriend material, and for her, I am boyfriend material. We can have a relationship. And I will never forget how I found out that I'm compatible with my girlfriend when it comes to spirituality. It was our first date, and I still remember how she said that she's into meditating and that she meditates every day. And for me, this was like, wow, yes, because I'm a very spiritual person. I meditate every day. And for me, this was a clear sign that, yep, this woman is compatible with me. We will have an amazing relationship. And if you want to find a guy who's compatible with you, and if you want to make sure that this man will be so obsessed with you that he can't even think of another woman, that even if a supermodel would approach him, he would still reject this woman and choose you. If you want to have this power over man, then you must watch the video in the description and become his secret obsession. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.